Okay, cool. And so I have a big fat list of stuff to do on this song today. Okay, so there's a big one here. And that is, and here I have this trap drop. And I need to fatten the heck out of this lead. Sounds a little wimpy. So let's see. Let's just solo. Actually, we'll just solo this whole part because it's gonna be important. Okay, so let's duplicate it. Okay, so my goal here is going to be to do several layers. Yeah, Ragabi, I'm not really mixing tracks. I'm just working on this Mr. Sandman track today. But you know, we are going to, for Redline Reload, we are going to be having some DJ mixes coming up. You know, in the next couple weeks, we're going to be starting new shows that are DJ mixes. So your best bet would be over to go look up Redline Reload on Facebook and hit up that group because we'll be having a show soon that'll be related to DJ mixes. What's up, Tech9 emails? Okay, so then we're gonna go octave down. What's up, Fox Pop? Do I like tapes and CDs? Yeah, actually, my car, I still have a bunch of CDs that I listen to all the time. Okay, so we're gonna transpose this down. And let's mess with it a little bit. You're so hilarious. I'm sorry to hear that, Fox Pop. You might want to go talk to someone about that. Okay, so thicken this up a little bit. Let's do some, so the octave down, so let's make sure that that's not popping out of. And then let's do a harmony on here. So I'm just gonna play with this till it fits in right. Let's try 3. Okay, so then we'll mess with this a little bit, and I think we're gonna add some white noise on this harmony. Flesh it out a little bit. Thanks, Fox Pop. That's pretty awesome. You live under a bridge, but you're still able to watch Twitch. Man, modern day world is amazing. Thanks for tuning in, man. Okay, so then this harmony is not going to come in until halfway through. So okay, so then we're going to adjust this. I've done this before. Oh, okay, that's it, I think. Device on. I think this is how this works. Hey, I mean, if you're gonna do that, you might as well smoke the good stuff, I guess. I don't know. I suggest you just stay away from the crack altogether. But I mean, if you have to, maybe go for the good stuff. Okay, and then let's add some funk to this. Open hat.
More about the Sandman.
Okay, let's see if this is too many hats. Okay, let's get a lead up to it.
Tell me more about the Sandman.
Okay, and then I have a ride in here somewhere, and we're going to nab that. I think. We'll see. Oops, not the right one. Yeah, that'll work. But then I want to adjust the mixer on this because I don't want this to be washing out the that offbeat hat. Okay, so then I'm gonna put in some filler from the other songs, from other pieces of the song, I think. But let's see, do I have that written down somewhere? Nah, I'm gonna make a note of that. Okay, so we're gonna Yo, what's up, good AM? How's it going? Okay, so let's start from the beginning of the track and let's see if I can find some inspiration. I'm doing pretty well, man. It's always a good day when you get to make some music. Thanks for stopping by.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him 2 lips like roses and clover. And tell him that his love tonight's all over. Don't have nobody to call my own. Turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring me your dream.
Tell me more about the Sandman.
Bring me your dream.
Okay, so there's ARPs in here that are sounding kind of lame. I think maybe I'll try and oct them up. Yeah, that's hopefully the point, man. It's supposed to be happy, and then it's just like, oh wait, what kind of Sandman is this? You know, we're just gonna octave up this whole thing, I think. And I've been working on this specific piece for a while. I can't find something I like. Is this it? Yeah, I really hate that. What if I make this scream? So, probably... Yeah, you know, that's some of the crazy thing. That's some of the craziest things about music, right? Is you're like, oh, I'm gonna spend all night working on this track, and then you get to a point. At least with me, I get to a point where I'm just like, you know what? It's fine. You know, don't obsess over it. Just get it out. It's, you know, it's so easy to obsess over a track, but at a certain point, you just gotta be like, nah, it's fine. Well, I'm glad you decided to chill and come hang out and check out my track. Okay, so let's see if I could throw a scream filter on here. I don't know if it's gonna do anything. Well, let's give it a go, and it's probably gonna be super loud. So, yeah, link to track. I may not listen to the whole thing, but I'll listen to a little bit of it. Let's see, output. So, warning, ear warning. This could be loud because I just put an amp on it. Okay, cool. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. I'll have to play it. You know what? I got an idea. Stream is. That's okay. I'll play it over my speaker, so it won't be perfect, but. Okay, so I'll listen to a little bit of this. That's cool. I like that. Well, let me sign into my phone so I can see comments for Twitch. I like that groove. That's cool. here. Check your quantize or your time stretching on the vocals. I'm not sure if you're using Ableton. But if you're using Ableton, make sure you're set at like your settings set at Pro for stretch. That's really good, actually, dude. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let's pause this. So, yeah, so make sure you're going into, since you're using Ableton, make sure you're going into the actual sample itself. And, oh, oops, that's not it. Vocals. Here we go. So yeah, make sure you're set to Pro or Complex Pro, because I've noticed that they're that the vocals do sound stretchy. And maybe you already have them set for Pro or Complex Pro, and they're just really, really warped. And that's the best you can do, and that's cool. Okay, let's see if there's a different second drop. That's pretty cool, man. Yeah. So even if they're set at Complex Pro, since you just said you warped the heck out of them, it's possible that there's only so much you can do. You know, another way to mask that, is, and this actually would sound pretty good on this song, I think, too. If you did an octave down vocals on that, that's a pretty typical like Skrillexy, you know, just EDM thing to do. So you have like maybe just really light underneath that vocal would probably sound pretty cool. Let's see if I can find myself again. There we go. There I am. Cool. So back to the mix. If I missed a comment or two, just resend it. I've just been processing some stuff here. Okay, cool. Okay, so I was looking for some inspiration. Yeah, adding natural harmonies would definitely help as well on that track. Because that vocal's cool, but if it's super stretched, you can kind of hide that by, you know, doing natural harmonies, pitching down, and also just doing, like you said, you tried glitching, but maybe give that another go and just kind of mask it with making it sound glitchy in the first place. Okay. Okay, there's some things I needed to mix in here, I think. So that ARP, in my opinion, is kind of, it's a little bit too in the mix. So I think I'll use a reverb to pull it back into the mix too. And make sure I'm gonna put it before this. There we go. Let's pull it back. Pulls it back a little bit in the mix. And then maybe I'll raise this up to 24. Okay, and what else do we have going here that's different from, we have this. Good. I'm glad you like that bass. I think, let's see, what did I do to make it? Yeah, so it's just operator. I use operator for pretty much everything, at least on this track. So yeah, it's just square. Let's see. Square being modulated by a sine and sol at the same time, which those are then being modulated by a sine. I think the key thing about it is that we have like this 48, so what, that's 4 octaves up and then another 4 octaves up. So I think these are creating the nice juicy top. And then I think it sounds like there's probably some nasty, yep, there we go. There's a parallel bit crusher on it and an overdrive, which I think really give it that grit to it. And you know, I paralleled it, so there's the dry, there's the wet, so it just adds some nice crunch to the top. And then of course multi-band dynamics are kind of slamming it a little bit, and then a limiter at the end. Okay, so I want to add some percussion loops in here. So this should be interesting because I know I have percussion loops somewhere, I just can't remember where. So I think I'm going to be doing some digging probably. These are just percussion, drum loops. Okay, so warning, these might be loud. So let's just start dropping some of these perc loops in and we'll see if any of them sound good. Okay, so let's 90. 90. Nah. That's actually kind of cool. It adds a weird groove to it. But I think I'm looking for something more high. Yeah, okay, this might work because there's some nice smack to it. so far I think this is my favorite. But so let's EQ the heck out of it. Because I just want the highs in it. And let's see, what am I at now for dBs on it? Yeah, it's 11, so that's way too much. So let's bring it down to like about like another 10 dB. EQ it. Okay, and then time filling the drum beat, the drum fill. And maybe I'll do something goofy with this. I don't know if it's gonna work, but maybe if I do it off beat here. Yeah, that works. Okay, and then maybe chill this back a little bit more, so like 9. So you can barely hear it, but that's the point. It's just a nice filler in the background in order to kind of provide some substance to it. So let's do with and without, and we'll see if we can see the difference. So here's without. Okay, and then here's with it. So it's barely there, but it's in my opinion, it sounds dry without it. And when I add it, it just fills in the background a little bit and kind of glues all of this together. Okay, and maybe I'll add another drop. And then I have a little bit, I think the sidechain's doing some goofy stuff, which is not what I want. I don't want it to do that weird triple. It's okay if it's just once, so. Okay, and then finally here, we'll get rid of that. Do the same thing here. And then this lead, kind of sounds cheesy, and I think it's because it's the high end in it. I think there's a harmony that's causing it to sound so weird. Yeah, it's definitely this mid layer. Just sounds kind of cheesy. That's way better. So for some reason, this isn't playing this high lead. So I gotta figure out what's the situation with that. Device on, so here it is. -12. Okay, and then we're going to do this, so on off, and that is the mid layer, and we're going to go all the way up to the device on, and we'll turn the device on halfway through, so that'll cause some nice thickening in there. And this is taking a couple seconds, so I think I have to do it maybe a little earlier. And it doesn't sound like I have a sub bass in there. I don't. Okay. So we're gonna duplicate all that. And then let's see. Let's add another sub. Is sub 1 even anything? No, it's not. So we'll get rid of it. Oops. Color yellow. And then what's this called? Killer Monster. Okay, so then we'll toss an operator in there. So we're going to make this a sine 2. And actually, I think we're going to do just a 1. And then the final piece of this is going to be... Actually, and let's make this a square. So we'll add the filter to this. And then just helps bring out some of those harmonics. And then EQ8 it. Okay. Okay, I need a glue compressor on this. That's better. They were hitting at different there's kind of almost 2 octaves on this sub, and they're hitting, they're hitting at different perceived volumes. At least on my headphones they are. And then the other piece of this that I just noticed was that when this high comes in, I want it to have some white noise. Okay, so I need drum fills in here now. And then we'll do a full bar here, or not a full bar, like a whole 3/4 here. And then we're going to do the same thing here for the perk. We're going to leave these gaps for them. Okay, let's get some more drum fills to stick in here. I think it's in perks. Yeah. So let's just try that. Okay, these are usually super loud, so -10. Okay, and then I think I want the Redux off here. Okay, and then -10. And that's probably more like 100. That's probably 100. What if I reverse this? So we'll say this is at 140. Enter. -10. That's kind of cool. But now what if I take this, chop it, and then reverse that? Yeah, I like that. It's kind of like it's breathing. Now let's keep this going, because I think there's more places I need. And then we'll do another one here.
Bring me your drink. Bring me your drink.
Okay, and this is probably at 142. Oh, it's the same fill, so I literally picked the same the same sample.
Tell me more about the Sandman.
Let's do that, and we'll do this. Okay, and I think I need a percussion loop in here to kind of fill out everything. Just to stay with the same vibe, let's go with something from the same pack. Okay, so we'll just, like last time, I'll just play around and see what I get. That could work. Yeah, it's kind of almost like a clock tick-tock. I like that. Oh, it's 7:30. I am pretty much done for the day. So let me just wrap some things up. Let's do minus like 20. Let's pitch it up maybe. Okay, did I do anything else? Yeah, so I added the percussion loops. Let's check that off. Yeah, I need some sort of like vocal chop in the second drop. So I mixed that. Okay, so listen to this from the beginning. We'll use my speakers this time, and then I'm all done for today. Okay, let's take one more. Let's take one full listen to this thing, see what I'm at.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him 2 lips like roses and clover. And tell him that his love tonight's all over. Don't have nobody to call on my own. Turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Tell me more about the Sandman. Tell me more about the Sandman.
And then just, why not? Let's just duplicate all this for now. And then we'll just paste this here. Oops. That did not work. Computer freeze. There we go. Okay, so we're going to just duplicate this whole drop. I don't think my computer likes that idea. There. Okay. Okay, so that's good for today. Let's see how many. So I'm not sure who's still in the room, but anyway, you know, I appreciate tuning in. I will be archiving this up on YouTube, the Redline Reload Network YouTube. If you just go to YouTube and search Redline Reload, we should be one of the first things that pop up. If you liked what I'm doing here, follow us, and you know, also check out what we have going on. Facebook.com, just search Redline Reload, our page will pop up. We have a lot of different shows going on, but my show, music production with Wh1tcomb, goes every Monday and Friday from 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Well, I hope you have a nice day. I hope you enjoyed what I was doing here, and if you did, come on back Monday and I will see you then. Have a nice weekend.